Hello everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of Persona 5 Royal. Last time we managed to actually completely explore all of Madarame's palace, and we actually found that infiltration route to the treasure, and we also got to spend a little bit more time with some of our social links, mainly with Takemi and Dr. Maruki. So we got double Doctor shenanigans in the last episode, and we wanted to try to hang out with An, but I just keep forgetting that, she's at the mall, the underground mall. But now we have to actually prepare for tomorrow's mission, which is us having to steal Madarame's heart. So yeah, we have a lot to actually consider going forward. We should get some tools set up for the thing. We have our plan.
Nice.
It's healthy for now. Ultimately, we're going to think for a second. We still need to get our charm up, so we also need to do that. We're somewhat close to it. We're close to everything except for guts, so we might as well try to do proficiency. So let's make some tools.
I see.
It's also a good idea for tomorrow.
Okay.
You could probably make 3. Good luck. Let's make luck.
Yeah.
Wow, what an efficient... You ended up with even more than I expected. Oh, we got another bonus lockpick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, a little bit more proficiency helps for that.
Nice.
Ooh, another bonus.
Well then.
Alright. We got all the tools for tomorrow's mission. So now we're gonna be having some fun times, so it's mission time.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sir Ichiriusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth.
Ooh, that's a stylish calling card now.
We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know! The same letter's been posted everywhere!
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Uh-oh, we're off the charts with the palace.
Was that too?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
Well, it's do or die, but let's do this.
It'll be fine. We managed last time too.
Yeah, barely. We almost got expelled. Now we're probably going to be called by the cops if we flub this up.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not. We'll do this.
Here, here. The atmosphere in here seems significantly different. I mean, we did basically declare war on him by sending that calling card. But there's nothing to fear.
Well then.
We've secured a route and we're ready to go. We'll take the treasure in style. We'll keep our team the way it is, but,
Do you need something?
let's check if there's something up in the Velvet Room.
How
The inmate.
Let's execute him! What path do you want?
Let's see, we could actually make a, Beyond Seed. Which is, but we're only level 19, so we can't really, like, use anything higher than that.
Now choose!
We can make a, I think we're good with what we have right now.
Finished for now? Are you finished?
What?
Let's go back.
It is time, inmate.
I thought there would be something up because, you know, we're at the point of craziness with the, but I guess not. Alright, map. We have to get to the, upper hall.
Let's go.
Head to the crane controls. Was it up here or was it, the other way? Let's, go back.
Somewhere.
Might as well just try to get, anything else. Anilfish. Nope, I think it was over right here.
Somewhere.
I just have to remind myself, where the heck are we going?
I can feel it.
Plastic frame. Nope. That's the area where we have the will seat, so it is not this one. Oops. I always have to remind myself, where the heck was that room? I guess it was on the lower hall, not the upper.
This door doesn't look like it opens. Let's try somewhere else.
Nope, this is not the right area. At least there's no enemies that we have to, like, you know, beat the crap out of.
Somewhere. Focus.
God, I'm so terrible at, like, trying to remember where the crap everything was. we're going in circles. It's just terrible in this game.
I have something.
This might be the right way. Okay, there's where the freaking exclamation point was. It's finally time. There will be no turning back once we begin the operation. And if worse comes to worse, we might have to fight.
Joker!
That's right. Are you ready, Joker? Ready as I'll ever be.
Yes!
Okay, everyone, to your positions.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. It ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off.
You better, Yuji.
Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
What's the matter?
You better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really Phantom Thieves.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Joker, now!
Yeah! Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Let's go.
Let's reconvene with Mona. How's that for a skill plan? That's amazing, Mona! Lord Madarame, peace is gone! Death is vermin! But now we'll corner them like the rats they are! Lock all the doors at once! They have nowhere to run!
Hey,
So, what did the treasure turn out being? I'm guessing it's a pink based on the shape. We can look into that later. For now we must escape. Yeah, it's time to go! Dude! No way, it's not a... Seriously? I hear sounds coming from the crate. Check up above.
Whoa!
What do we do? You don't got a plan about how to get out of here? What kind of master thief are you? In any case, let's search for another way out. Let's escape.
somewhere.
Where'd Madarame go? We can worry about that for later. For now, we must leave this place.
See it.
Joker!
Okay.
I can feel it.
Oh, window? But where does it go?
Let's go.
Now's not the time to be lost in thought. We must go.
Whoa. This
Whoa,
shit's
this
real
shit's
high up.
real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
I can feel it.
Oh, down there. Okay, this way. Down we go.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way. Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Meow.
Morgana, now's not the time to get catty.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure. Treasure! Huh?
This is the treasure?
Get back!
Whoa!
Meddlesome vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this? Is it because you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire about the crimes of my foster father?
Now that I think back, the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother. That woman never lost her passion for painting, even after her husband died. Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
You piece of shit!
How low can you sink?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri? This can't be. Mom!
Huh?
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture, why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. Now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman!
fox?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind. If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3? The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
Yusuke?
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive you has disappeared without a trace at this very moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective. I make the rules of the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back!
Gross.
I'll paint all over you! The world the mediocre cannot understand. Now, let's begin, you vermin.
You use others for your own despicable desires, Madarame. You aren't even worth the art you create!
Joker, don't lose focus. There's no telling what he'll try.
Persona!
Well, we need to start attacking things. What? Okay, so the eyes are immune
Witness my resolve! Ha!
to... Let's get rid of the nose.
Persona! Take this!
The artist's nose is twitching.
Angered me!
Yeah! Nice one,
dodge.
Panther!
Persona! Take this! Come! Go down!
It healed before your eyes.
They regenerated? Damn it! Those things can come back if we don't take them down at once?
What?
Hard forward! My other self! I'll finish you! Persona! How about this?
Maelstrom. Oh,
Yeah! Nice one, Panther!
Let's go.
Joker, your defense got lowered.
I'll slather you!
artist great.
What is this attack? There has to be more than just our color changing. We should be cautious. Persona! Persona! Go! Good thinking.
You angered me!
look of this.
There!
Alright.
Time for my persona. Ha! Get ready. Go!
Oh, great.
I shall put you to the sword! Persona! Ravage them!
Well, that takes care of that. Alright, the main body's vulnerable.
Madarame's out.
Hold up!
Damn it! I'm the great Madarame! The Madarame who gathers a full crowd every time he opens an exhibit! I'm not someone that worthless brats like you are allowed to defy!
Enough of your egotistic ranting. Taste the wrath of all those you preyed upon. Do it!
Take this!
I'm the great artist, Madarame! If you brats can't fathom that, then you'll witness it for yourselves! Behold, my mastercraft!
True faith.
What? He made copies of himself? I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
It's time. Check me out! Go down!
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
Alright, let's baton pass.
Go ahead.
Not over yet! Persona! Goro! It's almost scary how good I am.
Yusuke, your
I
turn.
got it.
Second operative
I
up
am
next.
thou.
Your power keeps rising.
Goemon!
Oh, nice one, Fox.
And last but not least,
It's up to you.
Everyone's done their job. Let's get pushing. Dance, Carnage! Let's see that again, Panther! Persona! Goro, show your might!
alright, that's one down.
Persona! Carmen!
That's two.
This is my other self.
That hit its weak point.
I won't
Keep it
forgive
going,
you!
Fox.
Damn clueless brats! My fiery rage shall reduce you all to mere ashes! Take this!
Ow!
You picked the wrong
I
person.
won't forgive you! Disappear from my sight without a trace, like dust scattered in the wind. Take this!
Good one, Fox.
Well, those didn't do anything. Well, let me just get rid of that.
Persona! I'll finish you. Persona! Dance, Carmen! Looking good, Panther! Two bulls on the ground! Carmen!
I am thou. I lend it.
Alright, all the pigs are down.
Stop this! Is this how you show your gratitude to the man who raised you?
Silence. Don't waste your breath.
Oh boy, another round. 3 fires and 1 win.
Persona! Ravage them!
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
Do it!
Not over yet!
Let's go. Goemon, strike!
Oh, nice one, Fox.
This is my other self. Goemon!
Oh, nice one, Fox.
I am thou. Goemon, strike!
Oh, nice one, Fox. Can't move right now. Try someone else.
Pass it to Madarame.
Lend me a hand.
Another baton pass. Witness my resolve. Take this. Persona. Me.
We'll also just do a quick heal.
Thank you.
Thank you. Persona.
Persona! Goemon!
I won't forgive you. Take this. Crying won't
Uh-oh.
help.
Balance. You have your
Brass.
Nope.
I won't forgive you. Take this. I won't forgive you. Damn rats. Crying won't help. I won't forgive you.
Persona!
Go down!
Cool. Looking cool, Joker.
Let's go. There!
Time for my persona.
Heal Yusuke. Kinda need it.
Persona. Take this.
How undignified.
It's time
This
to
is
turn
my
the
other
tables.
self! Goemon, strike! I am thou. Goemon! Let's go. Get the here goes.
Take another
Pass the
baton.
baton and follow up.
Soda.
Who do we want to? We need.
Aroma!
Go down!
Another round of fakes.
Something seems wrong. Could he have...
What? I, the great Madarame, made an error?
So this is the true limit of your skill. How infantile. To think you'd fail to produce even one of your counterfeits. Please, don't disappoint me any further. Persona! There!
Ooh, ow.
Persona! Kaguya! There.
We might as well heal up.
Thank you.
Much thanks.
Oh, that's a big help.
I am thou.
It's time.
Billow Force! Sacred Tempest!
Whoa! Nice! Yusuke,
I've got it.
you have a skill that actually gives more power after a baton pass, so...
This is my other self. Prepare yourself.
Ooh, nice damage.
Persona! Ha!
Damn it! Damn it! Stop it, you brats! Or else...
Or else what?
You think we'll be daunted by such threats?
Persona! Ha!
Persona! Let's go.
You know what?
Billow Force.
sacred tempest!
Have this! I think freeing Kazuya at this point was actually a good decision, but we're wasting a lot of MP fast.
I am thou.
Yusuke, you get to probably do the finishing blows. Go ahead.
Prepare yourself.
Nice job. Woo! 15,000 yen! Look at that money! Ooh, everyone got to level 20. We got 21 up. We got 2 levels out of that. Sweet! And also, Yusuke, Ryujin gets to level 19.
Alright, level up.
2 levels.
Grasp your new power!
Fits me like a glove.
I'd like to try this skill soon.
Sweet! Nice job.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands. I'm a victim in this too. Wouldn't you agree?
Excuses now?
The art world revolves around money after all. You can't rise up without any money. Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist is truly miserable. I just didn't want to return to that life.
A fiend like you has no right to speak about the world of art. You're done for. Along with this whole wretched world!
No, please! Just don't kill me!
Return to yourself in reality and confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
Swear it!
All right!
Wow, you're actually a little bit more noble than what I was about to do to freaking, Kamoshida.
What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask?
Black Mask? Come again?
Huh?
Who are you talking about?
A black mask? Wait, who's he talking about?
It can't be. There was another intruder besides us within this palace?
There's no time! Hurry!
To the Monomobile!
Get on!
Hey, Yusuke, what should I do?
Put an end to all this and use your own artwork for once.
Yusuke!
No, wait, please! Yusuke! Yusuke!
Nope. We did it!
The destination has been deleted.
Goodbye, Madarame's palace. Hello, the true Sayuri.
It would be bad if people started getting suspicious of us. We should leave at once.
Yusuke, come on!
Right. Goodbye, Sensei.
Alright, a mission success.
I guess the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter! Why'd you get it black?
The Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one here is her true self-portrait now.
It's a wonderful painting. And although it took some time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
Was Sayuri your mom's name?
No. I doubt it's the name of any woman in particular. I bet it was to make it more mysterious. just a part of Madarame's foolish staging.
Well, it would have been obvious that he plagiarized it if he had used the real name.
So, this is my mother. There's no way that I would remember her face clearly, but I was right about the rush of emotion I felt when I saw this painting.
Stop that!
You're so vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
Why do you do such things?
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general. We also want to give courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Courage, huh? What good does that do? You mean the courage to stand up for themselves, correct? Will acquiring that make them happy?
Probably.
Yeah, there's no knowing whether it'll turn out good for everyone or not. Still, we won't know unless we give it a try.
In other words, it all depends on the person, And the same can be said about myself right now. I also suffered because of an adult's selfish act. Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
Well, I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries, I've got us covered. Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
And he would make a great member.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
But there's no way to check anymore. The palace is gone.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to learn something from him.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
we should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
An artist and a phantom thief. It seems I'll be engaging in 2 trades from here on. Very well. You only live once after all. Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Well, that's something that we'll have to think about for another time.
Not only have we dealt with our second big target, we even have a new addition to the team. Goodness, things are going so well.
Well, it is all thanks to you, Morgana.
Aww. If only I could make a certain stupid Ryuji learn from you. But I have to say, you sure are something special. This is our 5th Persona user. It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well.
Of course.
Besides, having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke. An artist is a talent you rarely come across. I mean, he is a bit strange, but still. An artist, huh? What kind of person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right? I get so engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car. I'm special, but it's still odd. Who could I actually be?
I mean, it's really up to you.
You really think so? What a half-assed answer. Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil. A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East. A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North. A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or shine. I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope. So if I turn back to being human, surely she'll take notice of me, won't she?
You're kind of derailing a little bit, Morgana. I mean, we'll know eventually.
Well, that's true, but Where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
I feel like my bond with Morgana is growing deeper and getting a little bit more awkward. Alright, rank speed. Follow-up. Morgana gets a chance to do a follow-up attack if Joker's attack does not down the enemy.
Alright.
Now then.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to meet at Inokashira Park for school tomorrow. What, did you forget? Kawakami said there was a community cleanup event. Yo, good job, guys. We all did our best. Allow me to express my thanks once again. Because of you, I was able to retrieve the painting that had been filled with my mother's love. Hearing you say that makes it worth the whole thing worth it, Yusuke. Seriously. I wasn't sure you really wanted to change Madarame's heart. I'm sorry to have worried you. I have no regrets about it. And the change of heart will happen this time, right? It'll be fine. It'll be fine! It worked last time. Yeah, we did it just like with Kamoshida. By the way, I'm curious about what he said at the end. You mean about the other intruder besides us? It was something about a black mask, yeah? That may have been nothing more than luck. Madarame was quite deranged at that point after all. For now, we should wait for his change of heart. Peace. Okay.
Well then.
Alright.
Hey.
It is time.
Well then.
We might as well.
Oh.
We can't really do anything.
Listen up.
Well, we might as well practice our cleaning because we're going to Inokashira Park and cleaning tomorrow.
That should do it for now. Hey!
Oh boy, the Velvet Room.
You have expelled one who was stained in vanity. You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
However, that man's remarks are concerning. It seems another has made their way into the metaverse.
Well, I wonder who it could be.
That is beyond my knowledge.
Are you sure? It seems like you might know. You're hiding something.
But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
It seems like our bond with Igor is growing deeper and getting more mysterious too. Rank 4 with the Fool.
Alright.
Alright, time for cleanup crew shenanigans.
Hey, hey!
We're cleaning up today? It's further away than school, right? Hurry up and get dressed so we won't be late.
It's Kitagawa. I'm calling about Madarame's state. For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown. Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit. Is that the change of heart?
It could be.
I see. I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person. Will the same be true for Sensei? Well, I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good. Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right. Goodbye then. This time for sure.
Alright. Anyways, time to go clean up some trash.
sorry, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
You go to Shujin, right?
Slimy middle-aged man. Oh no, is he trying to perv on the new girl?
I heard things have been rough there lately. What with that violent incident? You want to go talk about it somewhere?
Kick him in the nuts!
Thank you for your concern. However, I really am in a hurry, so if you'd excuse me...
Come on, there's no need to be shy.
Kick him in the nuts!
Like I said,
If you're busy, I'll put my number in your phone so you can call me later. Sound like a plan?
stop it.
I can't overlook this.
What do you want?
I go to Shujin as well.
Huh? What the? What are you getting so jumpy about? Like you're anything special.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the trouble.
Was that guy hassling you?
Yes, that was rather scary. But I'm all right now. May I ask you something?
Shoot.
So, what made you step in to help me?
I couldn't look the other way. You were getting
I
hurt.
see. Well, I apologize for asking something so strange. You're headed to the cleanup as well, right? The cleanup? Look at the time! I'm so sorry, I haven't even thanked you properly yet! Oh no, I forgot my gym clothes at school! I'll see you at the cleanup soon. We can talk more then if you'd like.
Alright, sure.
Pardon me.
So polite.
Yo, what took you so long?
Did you really come here from home in your gym clothes?
Is that weird?
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh? Ain't it normal? And, are you planning on doing this cleanup in that outfit?
Of course not. I brought my gym clothes with me. I was gonna change in the bathroom, but now there's a huge line.
That's why you should have done it at home instead of, having to do it here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Sounds like it sucks to be a girl.
It's such a nice day out that even the weather seems to be mocking us. Dude, could you try pushing your way into our conversation a little less awkwardly next time? I bet some Kichi Joji clean freak hung paper dolls all over and prayed for clear skies today.
Hey. Morning, everyone.
Oh, Dr. Maruki.
Huh? Are you here for the cleanup too, Doc?
You got it.
In those clothes?
Oh, no, I'm in a different...
There you are, Dr. Maruki. We're going to start prepping soon.
Prepping what?
I'm part of the cooking crew. Hope you're looking forward to a solid meal.
Oh no! Is this going to be Mystery Food X, the sequel?
See you all later.
No! No, 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 no! This better not be Mystery Food X, the sequel! This is going to be
can't
Mystery Food
remember
X,
if
the
I
sequel.
brought
This is
any
bad,
stodgy
bad,
vegetables.
bad.
More like Dr. Popular.
I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will be even bigger someday.
Good morning, Shujin Academy students and staff.
Good morning.
Please pick up all trash located in the areas assigned to your group. Once the cleanup is completed, a lunch of miso soup with pork and vegetables will be served.
Okay, it's not Mystery Food X.
Ooh, pork miso soup. So that's what Dr. Maruki's fan club is making.
FYI, the school already assigned the groups at random. They're 4 people apiece, boys and girls mixed.
Oh, really?
Now that those announcements have been made, please break into your groups and head to your assigned areas.
All right, Let's just get this over with as fast as possible, so we can chow down on that soup and get out of here.
Hey, that guy? Yeah, him. Is he that transfer student?
Yeah. You mean the one in all the crazy rumors?
Keep it down. What if he hears us?
Ugh. Anyone who just dumps a broken umbrella on the ground like this is human garbage.
Oh, before you trash it, you have to make sure you separate the plastic parts from the metal frame.
Separated? How?
Like this.
Whoa, awesome!
I had no idea you knew about that kind of stuff, Takamaki-san. I bet you'd make a wonderful wife.
Oh, nah.
Sweet, a wallet!
Anything in it?
Whoa, yeah, shit ton!
Also,
Going
Ace.
splitsies on this?
Ace, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. It's good to actually see you around. Hope that you were actually having fun, and thank you for also being my 100 follower on Twitch. I didn't think that would happen, so thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I do. I tend to stream mostly on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, but lately it's been kind of getting a little weird, so... But yeah, I stream Persona 5 Royal most of the time on Mondays and Thursdays, so glad to see that you popped in.
Wait, shouldn't we take that to a police box?
Oh, blame Violi for not telling you. Yeah, well, I try to have some outreach somewhere, but it's kind of hard in some of the other services I'm part of, so... yeah.
What? How was that weird?
It's the truth.
Damn, this park is trash. No way this was all done by kids. It's gotta be the work of some no-good adults, too.
If you don't mind, may I have the cap on that bottle?
Huh? Sure. Oh, are you a collector?
Not exactly. Recycling companies collect these and convert them into vials for vaccines.
Huh, I didn't know that.
Interesting fact.
Well, that sounds like an awesome way to bring more justice to the world.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I follow you.
I think the excitement is actually getting a little bit too much for you.
Before I add taro to the pot, I have to rub them with salt to reduce the sliminess.
Oh, you're an amazing chef.
I do cook pretty often at home. Let me try this little technique here.
Oh, he
What
did
the-
the salt. He
why
did
is
the
the wind
Salt Bay
salty?
animation. Why is it Salt Bay? Why?
Sorry.
You are not Salt Bay.
The cleanup is officially complete. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Would the leader of each group please come and get the soup for their teams?
So, after the soup's doled out, everyone's free to do whatever they want. Huh, including getting the hell out of here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for everything. I don't know the best way to put it, but it sure was a crappy time out there.
Oh! I finally found you. I was trying to find you so I could thank you properly for this morning. So, where'd the other people in your group go?
Oh, they decided to bail because they think I'm still the creepy transfer student that wants to beat the shit out of everyone, but that's not really the case. They decided to ditch me.
Ah, I see. I'm in pretty much the same situation.
Wow. They ditched you too? That's kind of shady.
If it's alright with you, why don't we eat our soup together?
Sure.
Great! Thanks for the food. I want to thank you again for this morning. That man was even more frightening than he might have appeared to you. So I truly appreciate what you did for me. Thank you so much.
Don't worry, it was nothing, but you're welcome.
Yes. There's one more issue I need to address. I'm also so sorry for what happened the other day.
About what?
The run-in we had outside of the guidance office.
Oh.
Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student? Mr. Kamoshida had just told me about you a moment prior, so I sort of spoke without thinking there. I heard some of my classmates gossiping about you too.
Were you surprised?
I was, but I haven't paid it any real mind. I don't like gossip or rumors and the like. And I know this will sound strange since I just met you, but you don't seem like the kind of person they describe. It'd be a different story if all those rumors were actually true, though. What were all the crimes I'd heard? Burglary, murder, and elephant tusk trafficking, was it?
Okay, elephant tusk trafficking? Excuse me. How do you expect us, when we live in the middle of Japan, to get elephant tusks? Did we literally go all the way to Africa to get that? To get the ivory? Like, come on. These people are just completely, like, mental. I drive without a license, too. We drive the motormobile. Well, I've done none of that.
That's what I had figured. Rumors can't be trusted at all. Yet everyone starts shaking in their boots whenever they hear your name. Hmm? You know what? It just hit me. I haven't introduced myself yet.
Oh, it took you this long. I'm Renamiya.
Oh, I'm sorry to make you go first. I apologize this was such a long time coming, but I hope we can get along well. I believe you already learned from our meeting at school that my...
Uh-oh. Whoa! Nice save.
What the hell just happened? Huh, look.
It seems to be a Shujin Academy pocketbook. The name Kasumi Yoshizawa is written inside.
Got it, just in time. Here you are. Don't let go of things you like, okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to run out on you like that.
You dropped this.
Huh? I guess you sleuthed me out before I got to tell you. Well, you've cracked the case. I'm Kasumi Yoshizawa, a first year.
But that was impressive.
You mean that back there? Oh, it was just some basic gymnastics. It's not that difficult once you get the hang of it. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Gymnastics, huh? Hey, don't you think some of those moves would be awfully useful?
That would be useful if she would be a future teammate.
I was just thinking about how the Phantom Thieves need to get some sweeter moves, too.
What's the matter, Senpai? Wait, is there a cat somewhere around here?
Can you teach me that stuff?
Does that mean you're interested in gymnastics? That makes me so happy. I'd be honored if you'd allow me. The only problem is, I have a favor to ask for myself as well, if you wouldn't mind. Lately, I haven't been getting the results I want from my performances, and I'm worried that I'm overthinking things. So it would be wonderful if you could give me some advice whenever you have the time.
You sure you want my help?
Of course I am. I'm not looking for technical coaching, so much as just lending me an ear from time to time.
I see. It sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. What do you think?
Hope I'm helpful to you.
Thank you. Then we've cut a deal.
Oh!
I've read in the reports that the Phantom Thieves' physical abilities are more acrobatic than the average person's. It seems you've gained an aptitude for specialty equipment as well. Wouldn't a natural conclusion to draw be that you were trained by an expert in that field? Well, tell me the truth.
I am thou. Thou art I.
thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Faith Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
A new... Okay. Faith, but it looks different from other ones, and there's only 5 ranks? That card looks a little demonic. Something's up, but we'll get to that.
Alright.
You've unlocked the Faith Confidant. Using personas of the Faith Arcana will gain you experience due to Arcanaverse.
Oh, why don't we exchange contact information? Huh? It shut down. Sorry, my smartphone's been acting up lately.
Maybe it's time for an upgrade.
It's back! Okay, I'll contact you when I've got free time, if that's fine.
Sure. Let's just do that.
Attention, Shujin Academy students. The cleanup event will be ending momentarily. Please do not discard your trash in the bins here. Instead, bring your waste to the predetermined location for disposal. After that, we will be officially releasing everyone for the day. Thank you all for your hard work.
Well, the cleanup seems to be finished. We're already in our gym clothes. Would you care for some basic training before heading home? Let's start with some core exercises. Those are the foundation for staying in shape.
I trained with Kasumi. Finally home. You're all dirty. Hurry up and get changed. Nice.
Hey!
Let's think for a second. Also, hey Rick Joe, welcome on in. Hope that you were actually having fun. You just actually saw us actually, yeah, Laura post. She does have a lot of, like, variety of roles, and from, like, the more, like, you know, mature roles that she has to some of the, more sweeter ones, like, Kasumi. Okay, knowledge we still have nowhere. Charm, we're close. Proficiency, we're somewhat close. Alright.
You got that?
You know, we haven't actually started the Sunland, so, let's actually go to the rail map. We should head to the station square and actually spend time with, this guy over here.
Please, consider what I have to say.
There have been far too many incidents recently to ignore. Can anyone deny this? The runway train incident, mysterious psychotic break-ins, a school with a corrupt teacher. We have yet to discover the truth of it all. The apathy that permeates society is a result of direct result of negligence by our government and the media.
You.
Oh, you're listening quite deeply. Are you interested in politics? Are you a student? I'm delighted to captivate the interest of someone your age.
Hmm?
Have I seen you around somewhere? Oh, you were working at the baseball shop before. You have a lot of perseverance for a young person.
If you'd like.
Well, if you're interested, I could use your help. I want to change the state of this country, and to do so I need the power of the youth. However, due to certain regulations, I can't offer a job to a student. If you were thinking you could learn some new things if you choose to attend a few speeches, though. I'd be glad to. Really? That would be helpful indeed. Well then, would you mind telling me your name and contact information? You're a student for Shujin Academy. It's nice to meet you. I'm Toranosuke Yoshida. I used to be a member of the Diet, but no longer. In the past 20 years, I've lost 7 straight elections. This isn't good. I'm dwelling on the negative right before my speech.
Very well.
Well then, I hope I can count on your help immediately.
Everyone.
The lines of what is considered right and wrong in society today have been blurred. With common sense no longer our guide, we make decisions based on our selfish wants and desires. This has resulted in a deluge of self-centered people who delight in taking advantage of the weak. However, even in this modern day and age, it's imperative that we act in the best interests of all. A world where it is acceptable to trample on the rights of others for your own benefit. A world where the young exist only to be exploited is a world that must be changed. Easy for him to say. Old-timers like me have our hands full taking care of ourselves. He's actually making some good points, but he's a no-name. He probably won't get too far. Nothing's going to change. We'll just keep getting exploited. What's this wannabe politician blathering about now? He isn't even affiliated with the party. How about you leave the matters to the state of capable hands of the Liberal Co-Prosperity Party? You mustn't base your decision on whom to support merely according to the party they belong to. Ah, just shut up already. You're just a washed-up politician. If I'm chosen to represent the will of the people, then I'm fully prepared to. In the best interest of all, ha! Save the blathering for when you get elected. If you get elected.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is all for today. Well, what did you think of my speech? The best interests of all?
I'm glad.
Do you feel the same? Such as I am, I'm believed that I'm capable of giving a moving speech. However, there are times where, like today, where the audience has a difference of opinion on a topic. Some I feel I should concentrate on getting elected before I worry about others. Don't you agree? Oh hey, it's everyone's favorite flavor, the bot. It's like, ban it. Boom. I have to like mix these things. Yep, that bot is now officially banned. Well, you have my support.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's encouraging to know that my message has won you over. Besides, I have grown quite accustomed to those types of reactions.
No.
Although, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Regardless, no matter what they say, I must continue on. I think I could learn a lot by listening to Yoshia's speeches.
Well then, I shall see you again soon.
Perhaps I'll ask for your impressions again sometime.
Morning!
What's up? By the way, the exhibit's till the end of this week, huh? We did what we could and now we wait for the results. Wanna head out? True, it's important to take a breather after some hard work, but I feel like my body will be weaker if I play around too much.
Oh, yes.
I've actually gotten into fishing lately, although it's just pond fishing from time to time. I can't go sea fishing because I get seasick so easily. So much for my dream of being a sailor. Oh right, when people think of sailing the high seas, they tend to think of pirates. Even though they're ruffians who plunder other ships and coastal settlements through force, like pretty much every player on Sea of Thieves PvP, for some reason they end up getting romanticized. Now then, on the media.
What is the answer?
Do you know which peg-leg parrot-tooting historical figures appear in speaking visual shorthand for pirates? I want to say it was Captain Kidd, but it's actually John Silver.
This is it. Very good.
That is correct. The answer is Long John Silver, a character from Treasure Island. The story of Long John Silver informed much of our modern view of pirates, and of course, Sea of Thieves, which, you know, some of my friends play on their Twitch channels as well. Unfortunately, he only exists in fiction, just like one of my friends play Sea of Thieves. In terms of non-fictional pirates, well, Captain William Kidd made quite a name for himself, I'd say. Maybe you're familiar with the story of his execution, how he declared that he had hid all his treasure in one place. The One Piece was real all along?
No way.
Sheesh, was he really a criminal?
Nice going!
Alright, more knowledge, because we gotta get smart. The research seems to indicate that it didn't actually have much. Still, several novels were written based on his legend, and people still look for his treasure today. By the way, I've heard that there's an island in Kishu where kids' treasure is set to sleep.
Yep.
Kids' secret treasure, huh? Regardless of its actual worth, there's still value in letting that many people dream about it. I didn't think she'd come. Oh, maybe she's skipping practice. I hate those events. All they do is make me dirty and tired. Think they'll do it again next year? If they are, I'm definitely skipping. Where's the goody two-shoes first year come along? Her whole "I'm not bothered" routine really pisses me off sometimes. Oh, are they talking about Kasumi? Come on.
Hey, there you are. I need your help with something. I found this flyer stuffed in my mailbox. Housekeeping service. It says that a cute maid will do anything for you. A maid, dude. A maid! Who'll do anything for us?
Ryuji, are you expecting the maid to give you a blowjob? Because if so, that's very low of you.
Right? Right?
What do you want me to do?
You're a guy, right? You know what I mean. Let's give it a try. Yeah? Yeah? Luckily, some guy on my floor just moved out, so there's a vacant apartment in my complex. The key is behind the mailbox, so we can get in anytime. The landlord seriously doesn't care. The place is all set, so... Hey, I heard that. What the hell?
Can I, get in on this?
Oh, you mean you're into this kind of stuff? Wow, okay!
I'm not into it. It's just for research.
Right. Mishima, you just want to pick up on chicks. That's all you want to do in secret.
What does it mean that they'll do anything? And do the maids look exactly as they're advertised? We need to determine whether or not this company just pretends to offer housekeeping services.
Dang, that's a bit much.
It'll be too late once people get victimized by it, right? So, we should do a thorough investigation.
Yeah, we gotta see it with our own eyes. Every little detail. We'll have to do this at night, so let us know when you're ready.
Alright.
So what's the code name for this operation? Since we'll be watching them, it should be something like... Operation Maid Watch!
Nice! I like that.
Oh boy. Well, we have,
Well then.
Colin's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Something happened to me.
Actually.
I almost got kidnapped. I'm glad you're safe. Who do you think I am, as if anyone can this kind of close call, though? Some girl had this crazy look in her eyes and she was chasing me, calling me a snowball or something. I wonder if she's been going after other cats and it's actually not what she's trying to do. Try checking the fan site and see if anyone's saying about it. Nope.
Okay, let's go.
Let's try asking around Young and see if we can find the cat culprit. Okay, cats disappeared from the city. Okay, we have some, messages. Be honest. Am I actually getting stronger? I haven't noticed any change. Okay, we actually can rank up with on today. We do need to actually, do some stuff with her. We don't have access to, We do, however, need to find that, thing with the bully. That's, like, kind of like, that's something we haven't actually done yet. have one who bullies bullies. That's the quest we're looking for. We have not actually gotten that. I honestly don't know where the person is, but they're supposedly at shoot. Guess we have to check. You're still reading that, Makoto? Oh my god, just stop. Makoto doing her own research, looking at manga.
What do you want?
We should check outside real quick.
Hey, hey!
Pretty dumb, huh? Oh, that.
You sure about that? He's really you're stealing. Let's see. Hey, you want to show me this? Your teacher's Han Takanashi-kun? Another word out. You debut your film to the whole world. The Yoshimori Sakura tapes will be a huge hit. Come on, you made me do it, darn it. So, alright. Now that you have a target, you need to make sure everyone's on board. Summon them to the hideout for a vote. Find the name of an unknown target for your investigation. Once revealed, discuss the target with your friends at the hideout. Yes, let's go. Thanks! I'll see you at Inokashira Park.
Hey!
Oh, look at those ducks over there. They must be a family. This place seriously feels amazing. It's not even that far from Shibuya, but it feels so different here.
Hey!
You know, Tokyo's so strange. There are tons of people and tons of stores, yet there's still duck-filled parks here too. It has everything. It feels like I can't understand any of it. It's honestly kind of scary. I know what you mean. Oh right, you only just moved here.
Hey.
When I first got here, I had a super tough time adjusting. It's so crowded and everyone walks really fast, almost like they're angry or something. Even at school, I was only ever the foreigner. Nobody really knew me, they just spread rumors. I thought maybe my looks were the problem. I even considered dyeing my hair black to match everyone else. But that was when Shiho talked to me. The first thing she said was, "Takanaki-san, your painting sucks." That was kind of mean of her. It totally was. Then she told me they were just so bad that she just had to tell me. Still, that was the first time someone here was talking to me without mentioning my look. We sort of just grew closer after that, and she has been my best friend ever since. That's not why we're here, though. There's something else I need to talk to you about.
Hey!
Do you remember when the last time we came here? About that female thief in the anime I used to watch? Well, I thought of something. Tell me. It's gonna knock your socks off. You know how the villains in those shows are always going on about world domination? Well, even though they get beaten by the heroes every time, they never give up. That means they must have really solid hearts. And that's why I'm going to try and learn from them. That's a good idea. Right? So I've decided.
Yes!
I'm gonna start action movies. I mean, you haven't really learned anything. That's not going to work. What? But they might cast me as a villain. Alright, I'm making this for my ultimate goal for the future. You know, I never really thought much about what I wanted to do in life, but now I have an objective.
Thanks!
And that's only because of talking to you. Thanks! I sensed a heightened motivation from On. Sexy technique. Chance to grab the enemy's attention and cancel their action.
All right.
Well, if I want to be in action movies, I need to work on my actions. I wonder how many sit-ups I'll have to do. Wait, Ryuji says he knows a good gym. I should ask him for advice.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, and I need to tell Shiho that I have a new goal. She'll definitely be happy to hear that.
Come on, let's head home.
Let's jog to the station. Hi, it's me. You good to talk right now? So I'd like to think I'm pretty athletic. Like, I don't hate exercise or anything, but I'm exhausted just from running to the station earlier. Maybe I gotta train my body along with my heart. Do you do anything to train your body? I do carry a Morgana in my bag, but I do try to train a bit every day. So that's pretty much your lifestyle. You don't, like, do squats in class or anything, right? Oh, my thighs are hurting just thinking about it. Okay, first I need to research what kind of training is best for me. For now, I'll just do some curls with the water bottle. I already drank it halfway, but better than nothing, right? We'll see you later.
Ah, you're back.
Hey, you didn't forget, did you? You know about the flyer! You need to look into that truth behind the housekeeping service. I'm over at Central Street right now, so come to talk to me if you're interested.
Looks like Mishima's waiting for us in Shibuya. Do you think we should go see him?
Might as well. I don't think we have really anything to pick up. KK, I'll be waiting. Oh, but don't flick out on me, okay? Please?
My nose is all itchy.
I heard the pollen's really bad this year. Are you okay, Amamiya? You'd seriously look like a criminal if you had one of those allergy messes to go along with your cool glasses. So we're executing Operation Maid Watch tonight for sure, right? Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Sweet! I've been waiting for this. Wait, you already changed out of your uniform. I guess that's a pretty good idea. Or me at Sakamoto's place, right? Let's stop by mine beforehand so I can change too. So, we're really gonna do this, huh? You think it'll be okay? Operation Maid Watch, bro! Yeah, Operation Maid Watch. Well, if it just turns out to be sketchy, we can just bail. The apartment's vacant, so it's not like we'll be messing with anyone's home. You're a genius, Ryuji. Yeah, no. Thanks, Sakamoto has such a brain. Galaxy brain! But if that's the case, then... Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, give him a call. Leave it to me, do it yourself. Go ahead, Mishima. Fine. I'm not gonna... Might as well. Because these two are gonna be chicken. Thank you for calling! This is Victoria's housekeeping. They answered.
Hey.
I take it you're interested in our services then? Services? Is there anyone in particular you'd like to request?
Huh?
Anyone you want to request? Which we do, Ren. Is that a new one? Very well. Let's see here. We'll have it made available in 20 minutes. May I ask for your address? Whoa! Shit! This is really happening! Maid services. Hey, what should we have her do? I was thinking we'd start with some cooking. Of course, I wouldn't mind some of the other services either. Should we hold a strategy meeting to discuss? They said 20 minutes, right? I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh.
It's almost time. You were in there for a while. Are you okay? Hey, did you wash your hands? What? Who? Me? I'm really nervous. Are high school types even allowed to use this type of service? Huh?
What?
What do you mean? You should have researched it. What if they find out who we are?
Wait.
How should I know? But what did how old you were, matter doesn't come to housekeeping. We would have been screwed if your number had shown up on our caller ID. Good evening, I'm from the housekeeping service.
Huh?
What? Already? She's 5 minutes early. What do we do? I'm not mentally prepared. Oh, the door's unlocked. May I come in? I can't do this. My stomach's acting up and my hands are all sweaty. Palms, babe, spaghetti.
Oh, my bad,
okay,
man.
You handle the rest. And don't let her find out you're a high school student. I've got your back. Just from way back, like from the balcony. What? I can't do this either. I will leave it to you. Oh my god, I'm taking one for the team here. Ryuji and Mishima fled to the balcony like chickens. Excuse me. Oh, there you are.
Welcome home, Master.
I'm going to fill your tired heart of lovely energy. Yeah. I'm Becky, and I have the pleasure of serving you today. Oh my, how thoughtless of me. I should explain our services to you, Master. What would you like for me to do today? The basics include cooking, cleaning, laundry, but there are other services we provide if you desire. You look young, Master. Are you perhaps in high school? I'm in college. Wow, your skin's so healthy. You're not lying to me, are you? I'll wait to provide those other services until you've matured a bit, Master. So, I'll be going now.
Huh?
What? No! Quiet. Is someone there? No. Shit! Run, Mishima! Mishima? Sakamoto-gu? And you? Did you request me specifically? Wait, are you? Oh no, it's alright. How would you know me? This is our first meeting. Yes, the first time ever, Master. This is unbelievable. Yes, it's me, your homeroom teacher. Miss Kawakami! Okay, why'd you have a double life as a maid? I'm so done. I can't believe I got caught by some of my own students. I should have taken a job outside the city, but I needed to be close to school after I could go there after I finished work.
Hey!
Who did you hear about this from? Oh, it was from Miss Chono, wasn't it? That harpy. Miss Chono, the English teacher. She's been snooping on all the teachers ever since that incident with Mr. Kamoshida. Are you going to tell Miss Chono about this? What do you mean? I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're playing dumb. In any case, I'll get in big trouble if you tell me. Hey, if you're going to side with the teacher, side with me. I'm in charge of your class after all. And if you promise not to tell Miss Chono about this, I'll do anything for you. Anything?
Hey.
Hey, it would be any better for you if people found out that you called a maid service. This isn't even your home address to begin with, is it? I guess you at least thought about that. Well, I'll promise to keep this a secret too, so why don't we both forget this ever happened? I'll treat this as if you've been canceled, so you won't have to pay for anything, okay? On that note, I'll be leaving. Don't say anything about this at school, okay? Just act as if nothing had ever happened. Got it? Okay, bye. I suddenly feel exhausted. I want to go home. Well, we have check for Kawakami.
Sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. You'll have to make some kind of excuse for me. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are: Employee posts nude chef selfie, while Duckburger claims to have fired the employee in question. Those close to the man voiced their surprise, vouching for his seriousness at work. Is Shibuya unsafe? Crime rising. The police are issuing warnings for people to be wary of scams. Hotspots of Tokyo. Tickets for the Madarame exhibit are available until June 5th. The Madarame exhibit goes on until June 5th. That's the end of this week. We'll show them what a change of heart means. Yup. He's going down.
Well then.
Pollen's getting bad. I bet it's affecting mementos too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wasn't there something going on with Kawakami there? Something involving Shono? I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe you should ask her about it. She's still at school. Let's go for her. We have some items. Let us actually checking up on Shiho. I want to see how Shiho's doing. Do you think you could spare some time to talk to me before I head over there, though? I could do it if it works. Yeah, let's go see. You're a lifesaver. I totally don't know what gift I should bring for Shiho. Well, I'll be waiting in Shibuya.
For real?
Hey, I heard some big news. The double cream foam that's famous crepe shop is half off right now. Oh, but I probably can't take a crepe into the hospital, huh? I really want one, though. Do you think maybe Shiho would want one too? Maybe. In that case, I'll buy two.
Oh.
Though I guess she might have rehab today too. They probably wouldn't even let her eat it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Shiho started her physical rehab. She pushed it up ahead of schedule. I think it's because I told her about how I want to get stronger. She said she was going to start working hard too. I haven't actually seen her rehab sessions yet though. Oh, hold on. What? Now? That's not good.
Sorry.
Sorry, something just came up. That was from my agency. One of the models that didn't show for a magazine shoot they're doing. They're looking to wrap it up soon, so I'm gonna head over now to fill in.
Let's go!
It's pretty close though. Wanna come with? Actually, let's just go. I'll race you there. We arrived at the meeting spot. It looks like they're having a pre-shoot briefing. On, Senpai! I'm so pumped to get to work with you today. After all, last year's show, I think I'm gonna cry.
Alright.
It really wasn't a big deal. That fashion show was tiny. By the way, I'm Mika, and please, no honorifics. I might be older, but you have loads more experience on, Senpai. Alright, Mika. It feels a little weird saying it like that. Oh, and you don't have to use Senpai with me. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. Likewise, An-chan. You're so nice. Hey, can you teach me how to be a better model? You know, your everyday routines, stretches? Routines? You mean like singing in the shower? Oh, is that all you do? Then what kind of stuff do you eat? I've been looking all over for a place to import some organic green almonds. Plus, I'm getting super tired of eating quinoa. Do I need to, like, boil it in hard water or something? Almonds? I only ever eat this when they're covered in chocolate. And hard water? Isn't it kind of tough to boil ice? Do you weigh yourself? Oh, of course, once a year for the health examinations at school. So, you're gonna keep it all a secret from me, huh? I get it. I guess it's hard trusting someone you just met. But that's not it. I just don't really think about that stuff. It has nothing to do with not trusting you. It's more that modeling's like a hobby for me. What? Aunt Senpai, that's so horrible. What do you mean you don't care about modeling for these guys? You said that, An-chan? Wait, I love this magazine. Everyone tries so hard to make sure their product is the best. Mika-chan, just calm down. Don't worry, we all know you're giving your all here. But you guys work so much harder than me, and I'm still the one getting confronted.
Wait!
Hold on. Anshan, the truth is we had both you and Mika-chan come down as substitutes for our missing model. We wanted both of you on the cover, but you're not really interested. Hey, I didn't... Don't worry, I can do it alone. I read the concept docs on my way here. Crocodile tears.
What?
You faker! You're so mean, Anshan. Do you really hate me that much? Keep it civil, you two. Anyway, you good to go, Mika-chan? Sorry about this, Anshan. We won't be needing you tonight. We'll reimburse your transportation expenses, though, and even throw in a little extra for your trouble.
Oh.
The magazine staff left that for the photo shoot. I really screwed that up. You were outmatched. Yeah, but maybe it's because deep down I'm not actually that invested in modeling. She sees straight through that. Anyways, I totally ruined the shoot. But still, wasn't Mika's fake crying pretty incredible? It had grace.
Do you think...
Oh, maybe that's what I'm missing. I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at the fake crying myself. I know the perfect technique. Tell me more. Listen carefully. The key is you don't actually cry. I figured that much.
Yes!
Either way, I'll be able to use that ability to our advantage in the metaverse. I'll turn my failure today into positive energy going forward. Alright. Crocodile tears. Chance to force enemies to ask for less during negotiations.
Alright.
Speaking of the metaverse, I'm gonna try super hard in my work with the Fan Thieves too. But for now, I should go stop and see Shiho at the hospital.
Thanks!
Thanks for today.
Bye!
Ah, you're back.
I assume you were all curious, so I'm sending you an update just in case. Madarame is still bedridden. He hasn't spoken a single word. My apologies for not being able to provide anything more solid. Come on, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. It is June already, though. The exhibition will be ending soon. At least it doesn't seem like Madarame's had a mental shutdown. But there's no point in if you don't have a change of heart and call off the legal action bullshit. Was this how it was when you defeated Kamoshida? Pretty much. Yeah, Kamoshida was out of school for a while. Either way, there has been no palpable progress. It appears only the target themselves can tell whether or not their heart has changed. It's also a goddamn pain in the ass, but yeah. We just gotta hear from Madarame himself what the deal is. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do, just let's try waiting a little longer.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah, we might as well go talk to Yoshida now. Okay, map. Rail map.
Please, consider what I have to say.
We should make use of them when you negotiate with Shadow. Good idea. Right, you should ask him. Teach you how to give speeches. Why? I want to do what you do. I'd love to help you, though. How should I teach you? It's time for a speech. Let's talk about this later.
And while our society appears to be prosperous, many of our young people are quietly suffering. They lack jobs, security, savings. The next generation will lead us into the future, and yet they have no plan for how to arrive there.
Watch where you're going, you little shit. You bumped into me, you old goat.
This isn't good.
Let's mediate. Let's relocate. We should mediate.
Yes, let's. Good citizens, please stop fighting! What is the point of bickering over such a trivial matter?
This is none of your business! Yeah, seriously, just shut up. What's with this guy?
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must return to my speech. Together, we can create a bright future for the next generation.
Ugh. God, so righteous. That really annoys me. Enough of your arrogance, no good Torah!
What?
As if anyone would actually vote for you! Are you planning to embezzle funds again? Or maybe criticize one of your constituents again? You criminal!
No, that was all in the past. I've gone and done it again.
That's campaign obstruction.
Yes, but I cannot say that to the crowd before an election. Regardless, whenever someone calls me no good Torah, I panic. I went through quite an ordeal 20 years ago. Let me explain. I used to be a member of the National Diet. I was elected during the rise of the Kuramoto children. We were backed by powerful Diet members. This was about 20 years ago. I was very inexperienced back then, both as a politician as well as a human being. That inexperience led me to be involved in a series of major political scandals. People refer to my blunders as no good Torah's 3 strikes. The first was being caught missing a legislative meeting to take a personal vacation. Then, I was accused of embezzling a large sum of money from the party, giving me 2 strikes. Finally, I called a voter an idiot at an open forum, which resulted in scandal and strike 3. I was out and branded a washed-up politician. You said you wanted to become a member of the Diet. But do you see the man before you?
A questionable background, accused of embezzlement. However, he has conviction and wants to change the world. Public speaking skills could be useful to the fan page, so I'll make a deal with him.
Do you really want to receive my guidance?
Well, your speeches actually give some form of hope, and you have the conviction for it, and I don't necessarily give a shit about your past, so we have a deal.
I'm happy to hear that. However, everyone says I have no chance to get elected. So why come to me?
I like your technique.
You mean giving speeches? I'm afraid I'm not so great that you'd be able to learn anything. The most important part about giving a good speech is believing in yourself. Perhaps one day, I will believe in myself again.
Then let's actually help each other, together.
But you sure got me there. You're a strange young man.
I mean, I am strange, but I have my reasons.
Very well. If learning how to give a great speech is what you seek, then I'd be happy to instruct you. In exchange, I would like for you to continue assisting me. Let's get started, shall we?
I made a deal with Torinosuke Yoshida.
Staging your crimes with calling cards. It's hard to believe that a student could manage this alone. An adult. For example, someone talented enough to move people with words. Perhaps they coached you. Isn't that right?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the sun persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Toasty. Man of the People's Confidant unlocked. Then the Sun Arcana is ours.
Alright.
You've unlocked the Sun Confidant. Using personas of the Sun Arcana will now grant you an experience due to Arcana Burst.
Let's pursue your dream of becoming a member of the Diet. Oh my, we've been talking for far too long. Let's call it quits for today. You.
I'm sorry, there's something I forgot to mention. It's about my speech schedules from this point on. Would you be willing to stick around to hear it? Of course. Thank you. Don't worry, it won't take too long. I'm giving my speeches here every Sunday. You're welcome to drop by and help whenever you got the time.
Well then, I
That's all
shall
I
see you
wanted to say.
again
Now
soon.
be careful on your way home. Alright, so we have every Sunday to, like, work with them.
I want to ask you something.
Yes, Makoto?
Why did Mr. Kamoshida change all of a sudden?
Maybe he grew a conscience.
Is that your hypothesis? It's still too sudden. I believe it's only natural to think that something must have caused it. Well, that's fine. Thanks for your valuable opinion. I'll take it into account.
Alright. After school.
Well then.
No instant messages.
Honestly, I don't really care.
Where is the nurse's office? That's the cafeteria. Nope. An update for the curious. Actually, no. Actually, isn't it at the practice building?
Hey, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I guess he's not in.
It's probably not true anyway.
That room. Okay, we need to actually go back, let's go to the third floor of the main building. I think sorry if I said, I failed as a librarian assistant. There may be other times where students give you a hard time, but please use the library. Feel free to use it. Sweet!
What would you like? Oh! What would you like? Oh!
Did I actually, I have to check the next time. But, I need to go to the, where's the faculty office? Broadcast room. Nope.
Wow!
You won't get violent, will you?
Wow!
Okay, maybe it was on the second floor. Ah, there it is. Just had to actually walk. Miss Kawakami, I already know. Kawakami's been driven to a corner by Chono. Let's try to talk to her so we can help her out. As I've been saying, get home safely. Well, then I have another matter to attend to, so I have to excuse myself. No, we're not finished talking just yet.
So...
There's been a series of scandals on this campus. We're all being called into question. And yet you leave work earlier than anyone and barely make it to the faculty meetings. Explain yourself. Don't tell me you're out running around at night. Kawakami's being grilled by Chono. He said she'd do anything to help her, so let's clear Chono's suspicion. The school's closing soon, Mr. Omnia. Head on home before it gets late. Or did you need something from Miss Kawakami? I have a question for her. What?
What?
Huh? Oh, we have another question. Another question? That's right. Amamiya's questions are complicated, so I take time at night to help them. So you're giving individual lessons outside of school hours. What passion! You are the ideal teacher. A passionate teacher is exactly what we need at the school. I'm sorry for suspecting you. Well then, keep up the hard work, you two. She's just getting convinced herself. But that did curb her suspicion, so thanks. Would you come with me for a bit? We can talk about this at school. This is the address and phone number of the night job. I received Kawakami's phone number. Call at night and request. Just be careful that it doesn't show up in your call history, though, okay?
Hey!
Yeah, you did it! No call history means the public telephone. Let's call from LeBlanc's yellow phone. Let's call Kawakami when you're free and invite her to meet in your room.
Well...
Okay, I have to go. Sweet! We actually got free maid service. Where is Ryuji? Like, he's not, like, near the stairs, so he may not be available. Let's check the underground mall and see if Mon's available. I'm guessing not. Where the heck would Ryuji be? Where the heck would he be? Okay, let's actually, let's check the arcade really quick. Okay, he's not here either, because there's a couple of places that some people are. But we should sell a couple of things.
Okay. You should be grateful. Come again.
We don't have guts to really do anything with them yet, so that kind of sucks. Makoto is over here with her manga, yet again.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Are you alone? You're going to meet Sakamoto-kun Takami-san? I don't need to pry, I was simply wondering. Well, they're not available, so unfortunately we don't have that luxury. Could do a movie. Could actually go to work and increase our charm.
Oh!
Oh, it's the cake night races. Oh, we already seen this.
What's up?
I've already seen it, so... We could actually, hang out with Takemi, too. These people with their selfie... these people... Let me get in! I want to be in your selfie. I want to, crash into it.
Why?
I feel like the only thing that we could really hang out with is...
Hey!
We also could look out for the cats. Nope. Hey, have you been to Shibuya? Okay, nope. That's not it. You have to actually look around. That lady looks really happy now. Is it because she got a bunch of cats? I suppose, but I personally think it's a bit too much. That many, it gets so loud I can't sleep at night. A bunch of cats. Hey, she might be talking. Let's ask her for more information. Can I help you? You mentioned cats. You're concerned about that household as well. She suddenly brought home a massive number of cats. I wasn't sure if she was alright. It's terribly noisy at night and they shed everywhere. I'm worried that it's not the healthiest environment to raise those cats. Yes, I agree. I even told the landlord about the situation at Aino-san's home, but it looks like nothing's changed. Do you know her full name? Huh? Her name? I'm not sure. I only see hello to her every now and then, so I don't know her that well. It doesn't look like we can learn anything else from her. Let's get out of here and go over what we know so far. So here's what we learned from that mother and child. That Aino lady suddenly adopted loud cats. They're concerned about the noise at night and shedding. They must be acting because they're stressed.
Well then.
Okay, we might be able to find some other clues. Let's keep investigating around Youngin. Woman. Hey, he might be talking about the cat now. Let's ask him more. About the cat. Yes. There's this woman who nags all her cats and calls him Snowball. A few people I've known, the same probably has happened to the cat right here. Have you gone to the police? Of course I have. They turned me away because I didn't have any proof though. But you did get her name. It's Ryoko Aino. I made sure to ask while there, so there's no mistake. The police just treat cats like objects. Those little guys are families, man. I wish I could do something about this mess. You gotta be careful too, since you're toting a cat around. Not only are other cats, but she's also hurting people too. The Aino house was one of the sudden deaths. That's gotta be our target. We should discuss this with everyone at the hideout. The next set of targets when we go into Mementos. Okay, so I guess we have no choice but to hang out with Takemi since she's available.
Allergies are so annoying.
Let's actually buy some stuff.
Please head to the exam room. Okay, which one?
We got a rejuvenating IV, which can restore.
Take your time.
Ooh.
That should work. Thanks.
Remove step ups from foes. Revivadrin.
Take care.
Okay, now let's hang out.
Hmm?
In that case, my little bean, there's something I want to test out today. I feel like I'm going to become closer with Takemi thanks to Matador. My bond with her will become stronger soon. Let's hang out with her.
Please head to the exam room.
Okay, that's all for today. If you're feeling okay, you can go home.
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Takemi's Clinic of Internal Medicine. What? Again? That's, well, the ship's already sailed, so... What a pain. You remember that girl from the other day? The Chief of Staff's Yamada's patient? Her dad's been bringing her here to be treated, even though I referred them to another hospital. I even told them about the medical error I made. They trust you, though. I'm just a quack, though. The medical area was well documented. Everyone in my field knows about it. I led the development of a new drug for an incurable illness called Crawford-Ends disease. Although I wasn't the one who administered the medicine, it was the cause of the error. With Crawford-Ends, certain cells indiscriminately attack other cells throughout the body. When it reaches the muscles, the patient slowly begins to die. There hasn't been much progress made on it, partly because there hasn't been many cases of it. I worked with a pharmaceutical company that had reached the final stage of production, but one day I was suddenly removed from my position. That chief of staff, Chef Yamada, that my superior at the time, took over the entire operation. I don't know if he wanted the glory of developing a new drug or to become rich and famous, but he made careless mistakes and rushed completion so he could use it on a patient named Miwa. Miwa-chan had reaction and left into critical condition. The chief panicked and laid the blame on me. Miwa-chan and her family resented me. No matter what I said, they couldn't change how they felt about me. It's never too late to change.
That's fine, I guess.
That doesn't matter. The development of the medicine was suspended, so I had no reason to stay at that hospital. At least now I can keep working on my general practitioner on my own terms with my guinea pig. That new medicine I've been trying out, the version is in the final stage of testing. It searches for those cells that take the offense and destroys them upon detection. That's why it's harmless for people who don't have the disease. Probably. That's good. You have a lot of faith in me. Thank you, my little guinea pig.
Hey.
You better not flake on me like this late in the game. I'm inching closer to the finish line, but I need your help to reach it. In exchange, I can offer you medicine at a special price. I'm counting on you, guinea pig. I feel like my bond with Takemi is growing even deeper. Rank 5 with Death. Add support items to the inventory at the clinic.
Alright.
Sweet. Now, what should I do about the girl and her dad? Being mean and scaring them hasn't worked. It's been a while since I've had to deal with this kind of nuisance. It's stressing me out. Oh, sorry, that's all I wanted to talk to you about. You can go home now. Our guts is up.
Bye.
Okay, thanks for your hard work. You're doing okay, my little guinea pig? I wanted to check up on you. Also, sorry for the long talk today. I wasn't planning on telling you that. About Miwa-chan? Yeah, you're the first person I really shared all that with. But it was also a good reminder. This is something I have to do as the plague. And thanks to you, the drug's development is progressing very smoothly. If there's no issues with this latest sample, I think we're on the right edge of finally finishing it. Oh, sorry, looks like I got a patient. Maybe that girl and her dad came back. I have to go. See you later.
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
Actually, didn't Kawakami give you your phone number? You're gonna call her? Are you available? Hello, this is the manager of Ore no Beko. Apologies for the short notice, but would you mind coming into work today? We ended up somewhat short-staffed today. I understand this is very last minute and your compensation will reflect that. I hope I can count on you. Now that's a business call if I ever saw one. This guy's a professional. It could be a good chance to raise your proficiency, plus it sounds like you get paid extra. Pass! We're not dealing with that crap. I have a maid. There's the public phone. Should I call the maid delivery service? However, I don't have enough guts for that. I feel like I can call with my enough guns to be staunch. Damn it!
Hey.
Can't do that until we have more guts. But that's not necessarily what we need. We need, charm. So, let's see. Charm is the bathhouse, batting cages, rail map. Big Name Burger, the beef full shop, Theater can improve kindness. We might as well improve our charm today.
What do you want to do?
Let's go in and have a bath. Feels so nice to relax in a large bath.
Oh. Want to head back?
Yep, let's head back. We need to get our charm to rank 3, because that'll be important. We only have a few days until the exhibit ends.
Hey!
Alright, we got a seat. Might as well.
Hmm?
The man in the mask stood up for the weak and fought valiantly against injustice.
Yep.
Make sure you pay extra close attention to how totally awesome Zoro is.
Hey, hey!
We haven't finished it yet. Stats being in this bag, I hope Leia sounds fake to me. We walked to a wall. Okay, do we have okay, Ryuji's available. Map. Shibuya, let's go to the underground mall. Okay, it's unavailable.
We'll just have to wait for now. Oh yeah!
I don't think we'll... Yeah, we don't have...
Aw, that's too bad.
We could, spend time at Rafflesia, because that actually will help our charm. So, debate. Rafflesia for charm, or time with Ryu. You now quick travel to the flower shop. Working at the flower shop will cost a bit, it'll improve your kindness.
What do you want to do?
Okay, so that's actually kindness, so, no. It's not simple, so we can't do that. Guess we are going to... We could do the convenience store, but we have... I want to hang out with 3AG, so we haven't hung out with them in a while. Okay, back to the classroom. Ryuji, let's hang out.
What's up?
I'm not really digging all this sitting around crap. So, you know, I'm looking for some trade, but finally found the spot. Let's hang out with Ryuji. It's a gym over in Shibuya. Pretty damn cheap.
Wanna get going?
Come on, I'll show you the way. Protein lovers.
This has gotta be it!
Here we are, Protein Lovers Gym. It's pay per visit, so you don't gotta worry about any bullshit contracts or nothing. The equipment's kinda crappy, but they got tons of variety. Plus, it's real damn cheap. Totally worth it, even with the pool or hot tub.
By the way...
Yeah, you bring your stuff? You mean a towel or protein powder? Towel? Yeah, we'll lend you one of them. I'm talking about spare undies. Getting back into your sweaty clothes after a night's hot shower is like the grossest goddamn thing. Oh, but don't go getting your hopes up. Don't wait until I use mine.
Wanna get going?
Why would I use yours first off? Let's head in. You can now travel to the sports gym in Shibuya. Woo! don't got stamina. Sakamoto?
Morning.
Ikeda-senpai, what's bonking? Bonking? You say the strangest things. Is that how you greet a friend? I've been trying to come up with some new cool slang. Maybe you'll catch on. You can't just do that. Oh, and you don't need to call me your senpai anymore. I've already graduated, remember? I haven't seen you before. Were you on the track team? He's a friend. By the time he showed up, the track team was already, well, you know. Speaking of which, how's your leg? I'm managing. How about you, senpai? You still running? I actually joined my university's track team. I think we would have quit entirely after what happened. About that, I'm real sorry. No, I should be the one apologizing. I was supposed to be the leader of our team, yet I just resigned myself to Kamoshida's will. It's because you need him to write your letter of rec, right? You were still just looking out for your future, but I still managed to F it up anyways. Kamoshida clearly never intended on writing my letter of recommendation. You were just his excuse not to. And honestly, I enjoy where I am now. The track team isn't anything special, but it's perfect for me. So in truth, I should be thanking you for what you did, Sakamoto. Senpai. I've always regretted not doing more to protect you guys. But I heard some good news. Recently, the Shujin track team's being reinstated.
For real?
I mean, Kamoshida confessed to all that horrible stuff he did, right? I guess the school got the old team together and told them they wanted to try starting up again. Nobody told me about that. Huh, odd. The rumors got as far as me, and I'm not even a student anymore. Anyways, I heard that they're gonna advise Mr. Yamauchi as their new advisor.
Huh?
Yamauchi? Hold up! That Yamauchi? Yep, the one who was basically Kamoshida's lapdog. Apparently he volunteered. He's really enthusiastic about pulling the track team up from the ashes. He is? You know, now the team's being reinstated, there's no need for any bad blood, right? Why don't you go talk to them? I'm sure they could use someone with your passion. Yeah. So the track team's coming back. Good for them. You seem conflicted. Nah, not really. For real though, I'm glad that the team's coming back. It's sweet that Nakaoka and them can start training again. But I'm still worried about their advisor, Yamauchi. He's basically like a mini Kamoshida. So he's an asshole? Basically. He's always jealous of his practice, but then he got a huge kiss ass when our parents were around. I can't believe a moron like that's gonna be advising the track team. He doesn't even teach PE. He's gotta be up to something. I'll do some research. There's a chance I'm gonna need your help too, okay? You'd be free to lend me a hand if I need it, yeah? I'll be counting on you. I feel like my bond with Ryuji's growing deeper. Rank 5 with Ryuji.
Alright.
Alright, we don't got time to be messing around here anymore. Let's head home. Wait, I gotta shower first.
See ya!
Yo, what's bunkin'? About that stuff today, I can't really let myself be happy about the track team starting up again. Like I said earlier, there's just something fishy about Yamauchi being the advisor. But I mean, if anything happens, I know you got my back, so I ain't too worried. Don't worry, I gotcha. Thanks, man, I knew I can count on you. I mean, we don't know for sure if anything sketchy's going on, but when I get these gut feelings, they're usually right. Well, if I hear anything, I'll hit you up. Okay, later.
Ah, you're back.
Hey, hey!
Ooh, crossword!
Hey, hey!
Let's play a little. Question 4. What are the May Blues? Doom's partner. what are the May Blues? Plant disease. What are the May Blues? It begins with the last letter is the letter E. Well, we have Doom's partner. Doom and Gloom. So at least there's that. There's an M. This might be it. I got it! The answer's Malaise. In Japan, the May Blues are named as such due to the change of seasons and the number of people who fall ill after the long holiday at April's end. Similar terms are used around the world. Students in the USA will get the September Blues after summer vacation, while the UK has January Blues to contend with.
All right.
I see.
Wow, even I can figure that one out.
Nice.
Oh, we got a little smarter.
Hey!
Okay, toilet time. I have no idea. I feel like I'm somewhat close to these. We need to really improve our charm. Let's check up on our plant. Genevieve, how you doing? It looks pretty healthy for now. Okay, thank you, Genevieve. You've been very kind to plant. We don't have the guts, so we need to actually...
Now listen up.
We need to start, knowledge, proficiency, kindness. Bathhouse, we might as well just continue doing our charm.
What do you want to do?
We're placing another 500 yen down the toilet. Temperature's just right.
Oh.
Sounds like we're getting close.
Want to head back?
Alright. Saturday.
We're getting started.
It's been getting humid lately, huh? But it's times like these when you just gotta push through the funk. Don't let what the weather get to you. Well, that was the plan anyway. Then I got police officers asking what I was up to. Do I really look that suspicious? I mean, you kind of look like a mad scientist, Maruki.
Ah, yes.
Oh, but speaking of looks, have any of you seen someone you thought was cute and immediately decided they must be nice too? The process is totally normal, but it's not always accurate. There's even a name for it.
How about
Any
you?
guesses on Miyako? What do you think the name for this phenomenon is? The Pygmalion effect, the Halo effect, the Destiny effect. I think it's Pygmalion. It let's check the survey says. Nope, it's the halo effect.
This is it.
Right.
Correct, I'm surprised you knew. You get distracted by superficial qualities and you get broader perception, someone can get biased. Once you get that far, it's hard to make totally objective judgments. Like, that person's quiet, so they must be scary, stuff like that. Whoa, he actually knew that?
Nice going!
Alright, more knowledge. The halo effect isn't all that bad, but I recommend you give people the chance to define themselves instead of making snap judgments. After all, it'd be a shame if your biases kept you from noticing someone that was truly wonderful about someone, right? Plenty of terrible people who are perfectly decent on the outside. But Lady On is perfect, and she is perfect. It's raining. Well, we can actually study because, you know what? It's raining, so we'll get more knowledge.
Honestly, I don't really care.
So I guess we're doing some studying today.
I don't really care.
Don't get involved. Nice. Hey,
Let's do it.
oh,
It's so quiet. You shouldn't have trouble focusing here.
yep.
Way to put your brain to work. You're looking smarter already.
Wow.
You seem pretty intensely focused. Gets his good stay on days like this. Alright, more knowledge.
Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
The exhibition ends tomorrow. Madarame must have had to start changed by now, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. So far, nobody's come charging us with anything, yeah? But wouldn't he wait to press charges until after the exhibition? Which we do if someone contacts about it tomorrow. Try asking Yusuke. He's still staying with Madarame, right? Oh, that's right. Where is Yusuke? I wonder if he'll be okay with Madarame. Sorry, I'm late to contact you. It seems something will certainly be happening tomorrow. Madarame is on the phone as we speak. With who? Likely the media. I haven't heard anything in this conversation about pressing charges. Guess we just gotta wait then. Let's meet in Shibuya tomorrow. Okay, see you then.
The exhibition is finally ending tomorrow. I'm sure things will work out fine this time too. Hey!
Close to knowledge. We're almost close. Charm, proficiency, but that's nowhere but anywhere. Alright, Genevieve, how are you doing?
Nice.
It looks pretty healthy.
Wow.
Oh, more stuff we haven't actually. Cards.
Wow.
Oh, our bonus content. So we have a bunch of skills that we can use.
You got that?
Yeah. We know we're on probation. Blah, 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 blah. I guess we're going to the back house then.
What do you want to do?
We need our charm up. Temperature's just right.
Oh. Wanna head back?
What's up with that old geezer?
Oh, is he crying?
I have committed crimes that are unbecoming of an artist. Plainly put, I plagiarized work. I tainted this country's art world and even Sayuri. How could I possibly apologize to everyone for what I've done?
He's crying way too much.
And that was from the urgent apology conference by Madarame that took place just a moment ago. After reporting to the association, Madarame has agreed to the police's request to turn himself in.
Wasn't he on TV the other day?
On top of charges of abuse to his pupils, Madarame is under suspicion of claiming their works as his own. Some doubt the validity that his maiden work, Sayuri, was stolen, believing it was used for fraud. This large-scale criminal act has caused a great shock to the art world, and...
That old man's done for.
After the conference, Madarame was taken to a police hospital for interrogation due to his age. However, initial psych evaluations state that he is mentally sound and likely responsible for his actions.
There's no need to be nice to an old geezer like that.
Why'd he spill the beans himself? Doesn't that seem weird?
Also, a group calling themselves the Phantom Thieves posted a dubious note at Madarame's exhibit. The police will investigate their relation to this case, but for now, did not identify them as suspects.
Phantom Thieves? Do these bandits have something to do with that old geezer's apology?
Oh, I've heard of them before. They supposedly steal evil hearts. It's why the culprits apologize.
Wait, what? Steal hearts? That's impossible, though.
But I feel like I saw something about that online, too. They sent out a calling card for real.
Oh, so it was like, we're going to take your heart? Oh, that's impressive if someone really did that.
Phantom Thieves, huh?
Pleasant boy with a very blue vest.
Phantom Thieves again.
And Nakanohara is like, yep, they did it.
You guys see the news about Madarame? It's just like what happened with Kamoshida.
And they mentioned the Phantom Thieves.
Man, this is starting to get interesting. If we do it right, we can change people's hearts. With this power, we might be able to do more than just getting back at society. It'll be a big deal.
I mean, this will be fun.
Let's keep pushing on then. As for me, I hope we just keep getting more and more famous.
Ryuji, don't get your ego, like, too hyped up.
Something like this happening twice is massive, too. It's too great a coincidence to occur normally.
If we continue doing this, we'll definitely be able to give courage to everyone who needs it.
Uh-oh.
We may want to quiet down a little.
Do you know them?
You moron! Those are attendance officers!
Hello there. May I speak with you for a moment?
Ah, yes! How can we help you?
That monotonous acting of hers never fails to send a chill down my spine.
What are you all doing here? Are you friends?
We just wanted some tea.
Is that so? And how would you do that in a place like this?
We were just discussing where we should go.
Well, all right. Just make sure you disperse before it gets too late, okay? There have been some odd happenings lately, and the news about that artist has caused quite the stir.
We'll be careful.
That is just terrible acting.
It's still light out. Man, those guys must have way too much time on their hands.
Hey, don't go making stuff up on the spot like that, okay? I totally panicked because of you.
From now on, we'll need to be even more cautious than before. Look at us. Right after the second Thieves incident, both prior victims are meeting up.
Wait, you mean people might be listening to us?
It'll be fine. Look around, we're the only people worrying about it.
I guess you're right.
By the way, Yusuke, you able to get anything out of Madarame? Remember how he was talking about that suspicious person in the black mask?
Well, I pressed him for answers, but he doesn't even understand what happened to him to begin with.
It's not like he actually saw his desires get stolen after all.
It's rumored that he may be sent to prison. In that case, gaining information will be difficult.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll be leaving that house. I can't draw in such a place anymore.
Do you have somewhere to go?
The school dorms. I can stay there free of charge thanks to my fine arts scholarship.
A scholarship? Wait, you're that good?
Ryuji, he's an artist that was brought in by Madarame, so obviously.
Although, Takamaki-san's house would do as well.
Wait, what?
You know, you could ask her to model for you whenever you wanted.
You moron!
Then again, now that Yusuke will be living alone, it'll be easier for us to meet up whenever we want.
For the time being, we should wait and see how this case plays out.
And it'll probably take some time finding a target as big as Madarame.
Anyway, we should just act like normal students while we look for our next target, okay?
We'll be entrusting that to you again, Ryuji.
Alright, guess it's just more prep till then.
Yusuke Kitagawa.
Oh boy. And Makoto's getting more suspicious of us again.
So after Shiho Suzui, you did it again for someone you barely knew? You were sent away twice, almost reported to the police, and yet you still wanted to save him. Moreover, you ended up in a museum instead of a castle this time. You're still going to maintain this rubbish about changing someone's heart by stealing their treasure?
It's the truth.
Very well. The truth behind this tale of yours will be clear once your conspirators are in custody. Now then, tell me about this new member who joined your group. There's no point in being stubborn. It will only damage your position. The identity of Madarame's pupil can be easily discovered with a little investigation.
Go right ahead.
So you won't sell out your accomplice? Fine. There's still much more that I want to hear. It was around this time that the Phantom Thieves began to truly gain popularity. Lies flooded the internet. Things like the Phantom Thieves saved me too, or I got a calling card. For heaven's sake, those lies made the collection of intel take almost 10 times longer. Now your next target was this man. Junya Kaneshiro. He doesn't compare to the previous two. Even the police had been struggling to apprehend him. So, exactly how did you take down such a well-guarded criminal? Tell me.
The summary of the story up to this point has been updated.
The suspect has repeatedly testified that he does not have any recollection of his actions. A full psychiatric evaluation will be performed to further investigate the crime's details and motives.
First Kamoshida at Shujin Academy, and now Madarame. I found a number of points of commonality between the two. Both, for example, were sent a calling card before their unforeseen changes of heart.
I see. But isn't tying their cases to the series of psychotic breakdowns jumping to conclusions? Furthermore, the police will frown upon you stepping into this.
Now isn't the time to be worrying about things like jurisdiction and honor. We need to dig deeper and find a correlation among the incidents these past 2-3 years.
Very well, I leave it to you. However, you must not let this interfere with your regular duties.
Thank you, sir.
That damn woman just had to stick her nose into this.
And I understand that these abnormal incidents have caused some anxiety throughout our country. This situation must be approached with the utmost seriousness.
Oh hey, bald man who decided to actually turn our ass in. How you doing, buddy?
I shall continue to put forth great effort so that every citizen can live with peace of mind.
Bullshit. All complete, total bullshit.
Not only are there these phantom thieves to worry about, but if that is exposed...
Oh. Looks like Yusuke's texting me. I think you're getting it too. You have my gratitude. What do you still play for all of a sudden? I'm truly grateful for you making me come to my senses. Well, you're a little exaggerating. I most certainly am not. I must express my gratitude earnestly. Well, you're one of us now, man. We count on you, okay? Of course. And if anything comes up, you won't hesitate to lend a hand. Thank you. Well, see you. You didn't have to go through all the trouble just to think of such an honest guy. Anyways, that was for first job, huh? It was a huge success. So that said, you got time for this? For what?
You know.
Well, thing is, I got some free tickets to a darts lounge from this guy I know. But I totally forgot to express you, so you wanna go right now? Ryuji, didn't we just finish talking about how we need to be on guard? Come on, it's just darts. Don't you want to play too, Morgana? I mean, you can actually throw anything. If you're just gonna play, then I guess it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, then let's head over to the darts lounge, whatever it is. Lead the way, Ryuji. Yeah! Hell yeah, I'm on it. Oh, right. This place is in Kichijoji, so we gotta take the train first. Kichijoji? Oh, wait, for real? There's a bunch of different shops right outside the station.
Let's go!
It's just one stop away from Shibita, so let's head for the Inogami line first.
Let's do it.
Alright. Well, it looks like, we're about to actually be heading to Kichijoji, for our next little bit of shenanigans with, Ryuji. So, we actually finished the second palace, and now we just have to act like normal students again until we find our next target, which, as mentioned, it's Junya Kanashiro. So, thank you everyone for tuning in once again. Also, thanks again to Ace Greenstar for the follow. Thank you for joining board and becoming the official 100th follower for this stream and for the channel as well. So, I actually appreciate it. Didn't think, you know, I hit this momentous occasion and time, but you know, it took a while. But you know what? We made it. We did it. And I'm hoping that, you know, we continue to grow, even if it is little by little. But, you know, I do appreciate everyone who comes by, whether it's for Persona 5 Royal, Pokemon Violet, or anything else that I've done in the past. So, thank you, everyone. And anyways, it pops up the champagne, yeah. I mean, it's a small milestone, but you know what? Good for me and good for the future. So yeah, next time we will head over to Kichijoji and continue more of our Persona 5 shenanigans there. So thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Lightcrawler, and I'm hoping that you have a great day. Take care.